What's up, you guys? More messages here. So I just kind of dumped out a few of these little letters, and I'm going to share with you what I have, okay? I've got KY, so maybe somebody is from Kentucky. I've got AL, so maybe somebody's from Alabama. I've got was, so I feel like there's something in the past. I've also got the word offense, so maybe somebody was, or offensive, so maybe somebody was in the offensive. Maybe somebody, I've also got PI, so maybe somebody used to be a private investigator, or maybe somebody used to have monitoring spirits, or maybe somebody used to try to tap in, like maybe you were trying to tap into somebody else's, like unknowingly, like what I'm seeing is maybe somebody was thinking about another person and unknowingly tapping into their energy, which was creating like a channel between the two of you. PI, somebody could also be into math. Pi, 3.1415. Interesting because the 3 here, I just realized, is the PI is a 3 and a 1, right? So 3.1415. So somebody could just be into math. Pi. I have MN, so somebody might be from Minnesota, Missouri. An elk. Maybe you're from a city named Elk, or the spirit animal elk might be significant. Somebody might even be a nurse here. Somebody might be Gen Z. Let's look up this. If you have a monitoring spirit, okay, there's a huge emphasis on, or maybe somebody was trying to get you in the offensive. Maybe somebody was trying to make you look like you are the problem, like a narcissist, because I'm feeling called towards the energy of the reading that I just did, which was about a covert narcissist. If you have monitoring spirits, or if you've had monitoring spirits, so the reading that I did before this, there was a paternal or a maternal figure, maybe even both, that there may have been monitoring spirits, now I'm hearing. But there could also be somebody, like a dark empath, if you became very close to somebody. Let's look up the spirit animal elk, or elk heart, elk Rapids. Elk Heart is a city in Indiana. Elk Rapids is a village in Michigan. Elk spirit animal. Maybe somebody's from Indiana. In spiritual context, the elk is often seen as a symbol of strength, endurance, and nobility and protection, particularly in Native American cultures, where it is considered a sacred animal representing qualities like bravery, community, and the ability to navigate challenging situations with grace and dignity. So whoever you are, you're able to navigate challenging situations with grace and dignity. Many tribes believe the elk acts as a protector of the people and the natural world, guarding against harm and negativity. That's interesting because the reading... Okay. So maybe you have an elk spirit animal who is protecting you, guiding you, and guarding you. The elk's herd behavior is often interpreted as a symbol of the importance of community and working together towards a common goal. Again, with reference to the reading before this, I'm just hearing that you want to make sure that the people who you are working with are also working with you. Okay? Because there was a trickster energy. That's another thing. I was just kind of shuffling through these cards, and I had the Magician in the reverse position, and then we had the Two of Wands on this side. And it's like somebody is trying to like split your path, or there's some sort of energy that's trying to give the illusion that like there's this distracting, like, trickster energy that's trying to distract somebody off of their path. The reading that I did before this one, again, was very much, so maybe somebody needs to check out that reading, but was very much, yeah, there was a message about being distracted, but also, and focusing on but whoever you are, there's a need to focus on your vision, and obviously whoever you are, you're overcoming that. That was also in the reading before this one. Stamina and perseverance. The elk's ability to travel long distances and endure challenging terrain represents the power of resilience and pacing oneself to achieve goals. Seeing an elk can be interpreted as a sign of spiritual guidance or a call to connect with your inner strength and wisdom. Yeah, get centered. You need to remember who the fuck you are, okay? Get centered, get grounded. There's also a need to take care of the physical body and the nervous system. The physical body, but also the space with which you reside in, also to cleanse that space. There's also a need to find joy and to conjure the light, to enjoy what you can when you can, okay? But also have an energy of, like, this energy of discernment. There's something about these monitoring spirits. So when you have monitoring spirits, you want to, there's this need to remain relatively stoic to kind of protect what it is that you, like, maybe somebody next to, whoa! Oh my gosh! Okay, hold on, you guys. Okay. She's okay. All right. Yeah, distraction. Like, Nina really wants to get in the video, which I love. It's great, but then the message is gone, so we don't want to do that, okay? Just like right now it is. Okay, Spirit, let's bring this back. Okay, let's pull some cards. Okay, yeah, somebody needs to get grounded and centered and remember who they are. There's something about finding joy and calming the nervous system and finding joy, but also, okay, monitoring spirits. What about the monitoring spirits? Spirit, ancestors of the highest white light. Keep your frequency high whenever you feel like there are monitoring spirits. There's a need for somebody, or maybe somebody has felt like they've needed to remain stoic and they haven't been able to be joyful because these monitoring spirits, if you believe in that, not all of my readings are for everybody, just take what resonates, whatever you're into. But but remember, you guys, that this is not flesh. The war, there's spiritual warfare, okay? If you don't believe in it, this might not be your channel, but I digress. It's like somebody has felt like they have needed to be stoic for a very long time. Whenever they feel joy, it's like there's an energy that tries to bring them back down. This is connected to somebody who you may have been connected to if this reading is for you. Okay, you may have already cleansed and cleared this, okay? And maybe this is just confirmation that you cleansed and cleared this, because we do have the word was. So maybe this was something that has already happened, and maybe you are, cleansing and clearing this past energy. Or even what I'm seeing now is somebody blooming out of what past energy this was, so to speak. I hope that makes sense. Right now I am feeling a little distracted because there was papers and books that just fell. And I kind of want to make sure that Nina's okay, although I know that she is. Pennsylvania might also be significant. Did I already say somebody might be a nurse? Or maybe a nurse is significant in some way? UFOs too. Maybe you've seen a UFO. I have. I've seen many UFOs. Many different types. I used to live in a very... I used to live out in the country, surrounded by cornfields, and an airport, and water, Lake Michigan, and I used to see them all the time. And they were not drones, or they were not planes, or anything like that, because they would be there. They would just be there. I would see them, you know. So maybe if you've seen a UFO, you have, okay. It's what it is. And they're nice, in my experience, okay? Getting off topic there. What else, Spirit? There's something... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe somebody understands monitoring spirits now better. So they... It's gone. The message is gone. All of it. Two of Swords. I feel like there... Okay, thank you, Spirit. I feel like there might be somebody who you need to block out of your energy, and or it's like... It's like maybe you feel like there's a person who has some sort of an attachment. I feel like you may need to block out of your energy. And I feel like whoever you are, you might feel like... I'm strong enough to be able to deal... Okay, just take what resonates, okay? You might feel like I'm strong enough to have to deal with this person. Like, I've grown, I've learned, you know what I mean? But, it's like somebody's trying to get you to feel so defensive that you then become offensive, okay? And maybe like in the past, this person was able to trigger you in that way that they would get you so... Like, they would be in the offensive, that you would become defensive, that then you would almost become offensive. And there's some weird mirroring going on, too. I feel like this might even be like a past... This could be like a parent, like a family member, or this could be even like a love relationship, okay? Like a past love relationship. But it's like, even if that person did that to you... Or even if you are strong enough to be able to deal with this, because you have dealt with it in the past, why would you do it? Why would you even put yourself through the extra bullshit when it's just a distraction, okay? It's just a distraction from, the guidance that you're receiving from your spiritual guides. Whoever you are, you've had to travel long distances, and you have had to endure challenging terrain, so to speak, and you are very resilient. But why would you put any additional pressure on yourself? You know, and like I said, every person's journey is different. So, you know, and only take what resonates. And obviously this would only be confirmation for something that you would already know. Maybe somebody's getting ready to move too. I see the word U-Haul here. The fall might also be significant. Let's see if there are any cards that are coming through. This person, I've got the Temperance in the reverse position, so this is like this is like Archon energy that's attached to them. That's something that they would need to work through. Again, this is something that you would already know, and I'm just confirming it for you. And or if this seems like it resonates with you, this is something that you'll have to talk to your spirit guides about and confirm yourself. And the way that you would do that is your spirit guides would have you... essentially sit you down, and you would have to go through like kind of a dark night of the soul. And what happens to me is when somebody says something that resonates or triggers something in me from my past, usually what happens is I give myself time. If I don't give myself time to meditate, If I don't give myself time to meditate, then usually I will get sick, and I'm forced to like slow down and sit down to deal with the issues. But what will happen is then my spirit guides will either way I do it. If I consent to, if I make time for the meditation and the shadow work, or if I don't. But what happens is usually I will I will go through, my spirit guides will have me remote view and or just go back on past events and have to, it's shadow work, essentially relive past events that already happened that confirm what somebody said to me, or like what a tarot reader said to me. And I might watch a tarot reading, or I might get a tarot reading, or I might have somebody say something to me and it might feel like it resonates, but I might not know how. So then what I do is I'll set some time aside and I'll say, spirit guides, show me how this resonates. If it does, is this my story? And then I will usually get visions of the past that hurt, that are really painful. That's called doing shadow work. It's not easy. It sucks. It sometimes can make me physically sick. Also, remember to drink a lot of water. And usually when I do this too, I end up having to fast. Usually, sometimes I don't know if I'm, sometimes I don't know if I'm fasting because I don't have an appetite, because a lot of the stuff makes me so sick. But usually you want to fast because that will keep your channel clear. Okay, so learn from my mistakes. All right. But yeah, usually, but make sure that you're at least eating something. Like, I know for me, like, I will just completely forget to eat, and so, I'll have like rice, and I'll make sure that I'm having tea with honey and stuff like that, so that I'm, not completely, so that I don't really get completely sick. But yeah, usually I will go through a series of memories that I, shoved down, and something about Georgia too. Okay. Somebody's a Gen Z for sure. I don't know. Okay. But yeah, I will, I'll see like memories, and then my spirit guides will confirm, like, see, that is what this is. That was emotional abuse. That was a karmic attack. Remember how you felt after that? Remember the vision that we gave you, but you didn't have time to fully actualize that moment, or realize what was going on there because you were doing this or that, and I'll get the whole scoop. Okay, so I don't know, maybe somebody's guides are having them do that. 9 of Pentacles here. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles, maybe somebody needs to, like, yeah, I feel like somebody needs to, like, ground. I don't know, you guys. The message is, I'm sorry, the message is lost. I swear to God, every single time Nina comes through here, love her so much. I will cuddle with her later, but man, when I'm doing these readings, now is not the time. I think I'm going to leave the reading there. I hope that this helped any of you, all of you. I hope that this helped. Okay, I felt called to do another reading, but yeah, there's somebody who needs to get grounded and centered, and you need to remember who you are, because you've been on a journey for a really long time, and you're doing it. Okay, even if what I'm hearing too is, even if it feels like it's taken a long time, it feels like it's taken such a long time, that it's been spread out so long that it almost feels like there hasn't been any progress. But it's just, there has been actually more progress than you realize. It's just because it has taken, I don't know how to say it, but it's like, because it has taken so long, it's like, it's not instant progress, but it's huge. It's huge progress because it's taken so long. I don't understand how to say it, but it's like there's a lot more progress than you think, and somebody needs to be more like proud of themselves than what they have been. And I also feel like maybe somebody's, like, there's somebody's parent or somebody's, there's something about like this voice that somebody also kind of like needs to get rid of, this voice of self-doubt. That almost makes me feel like the voice of self-doubt is kind of what somebody also needs. Those are the monitoring spirits. Yeah, somebody needs to cleanse their home or their space, and focus on the temple outside of their temple and the temple that is their temple. So your physical body and your living space. Cleanse that, clear that, even if you don't have monitoring spirits. But just, it's always good to do that, because I do feel like whoever you are, you're like on the tail end of this bullshit, whatever it is. And there, I'm hearing like a tail, so maybe there's like a little tail. But, you know, rebuke that too. If you don't want that, rebuke it. You know what I mean? We're just bringing this to the light of consciousness. This message is just meant to bring whatever this is to the light of consciousness in order to be able to take the steps to do what they do, whatever, whoever you are, if this reading is for you, to do whatever you need to do, to rebuke it if you want to cleanse it, clear it, you know, alchemize it, whatever. But honestly, it's never bad to raise your frequency, to calm the nervous system. And it's always good to do shadow work and get some shadow work done. And maybe somebody is just finishing up on some shadow work and is like, I'm also seeing somebody like feeling really depressed because they're like, why is my mind reminding or remembering all of these things that I went through? Well, it's confirmation. It's shadow work. It's confirmation of what you have been through. It's confirmation of what is, you know, so that you can understand, not to make you depressed, not to give you anxiety, not to scare you, not to, you know, make you angry at anybody, but to be able to understand what is, and to have, we've got 2222 there, very significant number, balance, a number of balance. So yeah, that feels good in the body. Something feels really, really good in the body all of a sudden. Okay, I'm going to leave the reading there. I hope that this helps any of you, all of you. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you so much for being here. If you would like a personal reading too, all of that information is down below in the description box. And also check out my Etsy shop. That's a great way to support this channel. Most of the crystals and minerals I dug up myself. Did all of the lapidary work, all of the tumbling, cleaned all of them, did all of the metal work and things like that. So a lot of love has gone into that. And use the coupon code YouTube20 for 20% off all of the crystal product. That does not go towards the readings, but yeah, okay. I'm sending you guys so much love. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, bye.